Hi guys, it's Alex Milam again from Survival Courses Tasmania. Today we're going to talk about consolidating and consolidating resources. Now, I don't know anybody else that teaches this, but what we're going to do, we're going to give a sort of example, and then I'm going to take you through some of the resources that I will consolidate in a place of high resources, knowing that I'll likely be going to a place without any resources. That's consolidating. So we're about a third of the way up the mountain here in Tasmania right now, and you can probably hear there's a stream just by us, and this direction I know from before is west. So if you're in a survival situation and you know that your way out of there, if you know that from looking at a map or whatever, that you've got to cross and summit a peak and go over a mountain ridge or two or three or so on, down into the valley and back up to get to safety, what we call self-recovery or self-rescue, at the top of a mountain, there are less likely to be the resources that you need. That's why we're going to consolidate here. That's what it's all about. So for example, I'm going to take some natural tinder with me, because tinder I always take with me if I can when I see it. And here is one of the many species of eucalypts that I will use as tinder. It's a nice natural tinder. So I'm just going to gather some of this up and grab some of this bark. And it's nice and fibrous, and it'll make good tinder for later. So we're not hurting the tree. This falls off naturally anyway. I'm going to put that in my pocket for later. So that's some tinder. I feel more comfortable now knowing that I am going into the unknown, if that makes sense. That I've at least got some tinder for at least tonight. Okay, so we're just going to come this way. And we're going to go on to another couple of resources now. And here. Okay, so you can see up here, there's quite a bit of nice dead kindling here. This stuff here. Now kindling I'm generally not going to take with me. This is nice dry stuff, but even on most mountains that I go, depending on the elevation, you will find some sort of dead wood to use as kindling. So this gets a bit bulky, gets a bit heavy. I'm not going to take it with me. Unless I'm going into a very, very sparse terrain. If I know I'm going into a desert, for example, which we're not in now, or if I'm going to a really barren mountaintop that has no plants at all, then I would take kindling with me. Okay, but the other thing I'm going to take with me for definite with this stream is I'm going to fill up my water bottle up in the stream, to then process that water later. So I'm not going to drink it straight from the stream because I don't really trust it necessarily until I check it out. But I am going to carry it because I don't know if there's going to be any other opportunities. So I'm going to consolidate now. So I'm going to go and fill this up with water and I'll come back. Okay, so this is, I've now refilled with water, yet another resource, natural resource that I don't know if I'm going to find further up the mountain, because it's going to get, steeper and steeper, and until we get down to the next valley, I don't know where the next stream or river is going to be. So I'm going to take this and process it later, either by fire or by filtering it with tablets or what have you.